The Attorneys General of New York and New Jersey have issued subpoenas to FIFA, not to a ticket toot, not to a resale platform, to FIFA itself, the governing body of world football, over allegations that it was bulk dumping its own unsold premium tickets onto secondary markets at a fraction of the price it was charging fans directly. The World Cup is already underway, the investigation is running alongside it, and the tournament that was supposed to be the greatest sporting event in American history is collapsing on multiple fronts simultaneously. In this video, I want to show you exactly how it's falling apart. The ticket scandal that triggered a state investigation, the fans from entire nations who were locked out before a single ball was kicked, and the safety problem FIFA acknowledged and then decided to ignore anyway. For the first time in World Cup history, FIFA introduced dynamic pricing. The most expensive tickets for the final started at $6,730, up from 1.6k dollars at the Qatar World Cup 4 years ago. That is a 320% increase. A front row seat in the lower bowl for the final costs more than $30,000. FIFA also quietly abandoned all price caps for matches held in the United States and Canada. Then an economics professor started looking at the secondary market, and what he found was not scattered individual resale tickets, the kind you would expect from fans who couldn't attend. What he found were large contiguous blocks of seats appearing on SeatGeek and StubHub. Tickets FIFA had listed on its own official platform for $940 were showing up on SeatGeek for around $200. The pattern, in his words, looked like inventory being dumped in bulk onto secondary markets. The organization charging fans $6,730 to attend a final was apparently moving unsold inventory at a discount through the same platforms it publicly blames for price gouging. SeatGeek and StubHub both denied any collusion with FIFA. The investigation is ongoing. The attorneys general of New York and New Jersey are specifically examining how FIFA allocated tickets and whether its sales tactics directly contributed to the prices fans faced. Nobody has been found guilty of anything. What has been confirmed is that the world's most powerful football organization is under subpoena in the host country of its own tournament. Before the ticket scandal, there was the question of who could even get into the country to buy one. Fans from five African nations, Algeria, Capo Verde, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, and Tunisia, were required to pay a visa bond deposit of up to 15,000 just to apply for a US tourist visa, not to guarantee entry. To apply, the deposit is not a ticket price, it is a financial barrier placed in front of supporters of nations that qualified for the tournament on merit before they could even begin the visa process. Iran's situation is even starker. The Football Federation of the Islamic Republic of Iran boycotted the official World Cup draw after its president was denied a US visa to attend. Iran's squad is only permitted to stay in Mexico for the duration of the tournament. Iranian fans are banned from attending matches played on US soil entirely. Iran qualified for the World Cup. Its supporters cannot watch it in person. Scientists from multiple institutions signed an open letter to FIFA warning that 14 of the 16 host stadiums could exceed temperature thresholds considered very dangerous for players and spectators. This is not a fringe concern. Northern Mexico and parts of the southern United States regularly see conditions that make outdoor physical exertion medically risky in June and July. FIFA's response was to introduce mandatory 3 minutes cooling breaks in each half. Scientists asked for a minimum of 6 minutes. FIFA gave them 3 and scheduled the games anyway. And running underneath all of this, two players heading to the tournament are under active investigation in a spot fixing scandal involving bets placed on a player receiving a yellow card in the first half. No charges have been confirmed. The players are still participating. The investigation is ongoing. This is what the 2026 World Cup looks like right now, a ticketing system under state investigation. Fans from qualifying nations locked out by visa bonds and travel bans, stadiums that scientists flagged as dangerous, a match fixing probe running quietly in the background, and a global audience watching it all unfold in real time while FIFA collects the whole revenue. The tournament did not need to be this. Every one of these problems was flagged before it even started. Every one of them was overridden by a deadline that does not move. The ball is still rolling, the subpoenas are too, and thank you so much for watching.